Well, hello, beautiful souls. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing well. Today I want to talk about how present is your past. And I'm talking about in the here and now. Do you have situational anxiety? Do you have triggers? And do you ever sit back and wonder, where did that come from? How did that come about? Why did I react to that situation? And I'm finding with the Kundalini, it is even more prevalent now, and it is really bringing all that stuff to the future, to the present, to the now, to live as we do, and to start questioning our conditionings and what has happened throughout our lives, why we react to those situations. Now, it's a bit of mindfulness. Well, it's a lot of mindfulness. But one of the big, I don't want to call it triggers, but situations I'm finding is when I do have something that sets me off that does not feel well, or I'm thinking, why did I react that way? A lot of times it is my ego and my emotion. It's something I was lacking in that situation, like wanting to be heard, wanting to be listened to. I've had it all my life. It's like, shut up, what do you know? You don't know anything. Because I've always been that odd person out. I didn't think the way other people thought. Now, that was no fault of my own. That's who I am. I see that now as an adult. I see that now after having my awakening, that they can't see my point of view. They don't understand it. They still got the blinders on. And they're very focused on, for one, children should be seen and not heard. Even when you get into adulthood, myself being the youngest, nobody took me serious. Nobody would listen because I knew nothing. I was the youngest. And that's not the case. But I have nothing to prove to them now. So why do I still react with emotion? Why do I still allow that to trigger me? I had to take a really deep, dark look inside myself. I was lacking something. It's not their responsibility to give me what I am lacking. I need to find that within myself. And the way that I've discovered for myself to do that is to connect with people who think the same way I do. And it's amazing because society right now, the old world thinking, there's a lot of them and they're all together. And we're sparsely set out there, all feeling the same way, and nobody wants to listen to what we have to say, except other people who think the way we think, that we can have a non-judgmental conversation. We can be open to opinion. Because one of the biggest things I'm always finding is even watching other people in the dynamics, and this has recently been a learning experience for me and a lesson, and I can now sit back and see it for what it is that you've got one person's opinion over here, you've got another person's opinion over here, and all they're doing is butting heads because they each want their own opinion to be validated by the other person, and that other person to say, oh, you're right, I'm wrong, I see the way, but that's not going to happen. Why can't we just not say, okay, I respect your opinion? And that's it. Leave it at that. You don't need to justify yours. It'd be nice if the other person asked questions about it. I tend to do that now. Yes, I respect what you're saying, and I'll start asking questions about it because I am open-minded enough to try and see the other person's point of view. I may not take it on board. And a lot of times it's coming from an ego-driven emotion that they have to be right. That's okay too. That really is. Because I'll tell you one thing. When you don't take it on board and they see you the next time, they get pissed over that. That, well, why did you ask me all those questions? Because I wanted to see your perspective of it. I can see my perspective. I wanted to see your perspective. And it resonates. If it resonates with me, I'll incorporate it into mine. But they don't want that. They want you to be them. You can't be. You're your own individual person. And everything all the conditionings and experiences you bring from your past should mold you into a person you are today. But you can break that mold if you don't like it. You know, it's called, well, free will, free spirit. What's happened in the past, you cannot change. It's happened. It's been there, it's done. But what you're reliving is the constant emotion attached to that event in the past. That's what you have to come to terms with. And then the constant butting heads with other people is that your ego emotion coming into play, saying, no, 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 I'm right, I'm right. Well, it depends whose shoes you stand in and whose experiences you've had, or how they're interpreting the situation. There's so many variables involved, and it's a good thing to think about. I'll probably post more stuff like this because I am going into mindfulness. I want to be a practitioner because this is what the world needs, and this is where I feel driven. I really do need to help people, and I need to help people live in the now, not live in the emotions of the past. We all have a past, we all have a story, and it's how we deal with it. Now, I do say if you complain, you will remain. And what I mean by that is if you're constantly reliving the emotions of the event over and over again, that's you're never going to get out of it because you're not willing to get out of it. You know, I know it's a double-edged sword when you say, but you need to talk about it to work through it. But there comes a point when you have to give yourself permission to let go of it. You know, yes, it is who you are, it is your past, but that's where it is. You know, yesterday is gone, tomorrow never comes. So why are you constantly living in something that happened how many years ago in the now? What are you losing out on in life? You know, it's just a thought for the day. Yeah, how many things are affecting you right now from your past? So on that note, everybody have an absolutely beautiful day. It's a little chilly here in the UK, which is surprising. People laugh at me. They say, yeah, but you're from Canada. Well, I'll take bloody minus 50 any day over like +1 here. Yeah, go figure on that one. Okay, beautiful souls, love and light, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.